We do have news in 4 minutes. Come on now, GJ. Bro said thanks. I'm up $2,400 right now. Stop it.
Give me my money.
Chat, what should we buy if we hit TP? Boom! I told you, motherfuckers. Bro, on repeat. Dubs in the chat. Come on. Look at the W's. Come on. Another freaking dub. We have Frankfurt open in 4 minutes. This is the potential trade I'm looking at on GJ. The only thing that can mess it up is we do have news in 4 minutes. So you see here we have GBP claimant count change. It says 3 minutes and 8 seconds. The forecast is 10.3 thousand. The previous was 0.3. So that's a big jump. We can click on it. You can see here that the actual less than forecast is good for the currency. So that means that we're looking for it to be less than this 10.3 thousand. If it is, that's going to mean bullish on GJ. Looking for buys. If it comes out negative, it's gonna be looking for sells. Broker out too, guys, in case we do take a quick trade. All right, guys, it's less. So that means that it is positive for GBP, which means that we're looking for buys. All we can wait for now is some sort of liquidation of lows. And I could be looking to go long for sure. Change the number of people claiming unemployment. So you see that less is obviously good because obviously you want less people claiming unemployment. So that obviously would be good for the currency. It says right here, actual less than forecast is good for the currency. So, you know, knowing that, we come over to GBP and knowing that it was GBP news, knowing that the direction is going to be buys. We could scale in here because it did just liquidate this first low right here. So it could go long as like a first entry and have a bigger stop loss. And then get in again once it sweeps these lows, just to get an entry in case it doesn't come back. 17 pips. And then if we come back in, if we end up, if this position ends up coming into drawdown and comes to sweep the Asia lows, I'll get into a second position, which I usually don't do, but I also don't want to miss this little push. You guys can see here I'm sitting in slight profits. Ooh, JPY basket just hit my alert too. So the JPY basket is starting to dump down, which is going to cause GJ to pump right to our TP, hopefully. I'm sitting up about $700 now. Come on now, GJ. Come on now, GJ. Be nice.
Let's get started. Give me my money.
Bro, I'm up $2,400 right now. Come on. Put it on the screen. Bro said thanks. I'm up $2,400 right now. Stop it. The whole thing, you know, why I love this shit is that, like, if I eat, you guys eat too. Like, what's good? I don't gotta lose money for you guys to make money. I make money, you guys make money. Come on, simple as that. Chat, what should we buy if we hit TP? Boom! I told you, motherfuckers. Bro, on repeat. Dubs in the chat. Come on. Stop playing with the kid. Dubs in the chat. TP smash, now you got to do a backflip. If I could do a backflip, I'm not that athletic. I'm not athletic enough to do that shit. Should I try it? Backflip chat?
Oh god.
Could you imagine? Gotcha. Sorry, wait, what? What'd you say?
Did you do a flip? I'm looking at flip. Yeah.
I did do a flip. I did a full 360 and landed it. You missed it. Another person is up 4K. I wish I could send a screenshot up here. You can send it on Discord, bro. I'll bring it up. Send it to me on Discord or Telegram. Oh yeah, I love seeing you guys make money. Pump that shit. Let's go. Ooh, focus on it. All right, guys, you want to go over a breakdown of why I got into the trade? So going into the night, guys, boom. So you guys can see how I sent out before the night even started. I said waiting for GP news, but I'm looking for longs on GJ. So going into the night, the reason why I was looking for these longs was if you go over, the direction was already established. I already knew what the trend was. We clearly were bullish, and to me, this is just a pullback down into a point of interest to continue in the overall direction, right? So the thing that didn't make me get in right away was that we had news. So if we go over to the news, you see here on GBP, we were waiting for the release. You can see here, it tells us the forecast and also what the previous was. So you could see the forecast with this for this was 10.3K. And we knew that if it came out less than this, it would be positive for GBP, which would send GBP JPY up. If it came out more than 10.3K, it actually would be negative and send it going down. So once 11 hit, new hourly candle, it came out saying that it was a lot less than this 10.3K. It came out at 0.7, which is the overall amount of people who claimed unemployment, which obviously is good for the currency. So going back over to GJ, it lined up with our technical bias where it didn't get the Asia low sweep, which I originally wanted, but on a lower time frame, if I zoom in, you could see here, we came and swept this low, and as soon as we kind of went, broke the 5-minute highs, broke this trend line, got in for this push, and that's all she wrote. So you could see here, up 1,000. I'm thinking that obviously because news, I'm looking for it to push even more, but still a solid trade. Still in full. All right, guys. So when it comes to exit strategy, I brought this up a couple times on stream, but I've been using the trend line. It's really been working pretty well. Where we catch the impulse, we drag our trend line across, and as long as we maintain above, we stay in the trade. If we get the closure below, we get out. This one's a little tight one where it looks like we could get a closure below pretty soon, but as of now, still kind of chilling. Come on, read the chat, love it down, look at the W's. Come on, another freaking dub. Fundamentals plus technicals doesn't lie. Shout out to everyone who came through, watched the stream. 1700.
Are you still in?
Yeah, I'm still in full. Yeah, I haven't closed at all. That's what I was trying to talk about is that, you know, I kind of brought up on the last mentorship call having like an exit strategy, and I've been loving using this trend line thing where it's like, I don't know, it just keeps you in it where it's like you kind of just emotionless or out of the trade until price closes back below. I drew a fib earlier, but this is how I had my fib drawn. That's not the fib drawn. Yeah, like I had it from this low to this high, and I saw that we were just in this deep retracement. And one thing I want to point out is this, like the lower highs coming down. Like once again, like I come up here, if price leads this whole bullish push, right? Well, if it comes down and just leads straight lower highs, I consider all these highs still just like liquidity sitting above them, because what really should happen is price, if it's truly bearish, would pull back up, take the liquidity, then head down more, right? So what's the opposite of that? Is it to go is it going bullish? Whereas like because it's printed these lower highs sitting there, I call them kind of like exposed highs, where like you look for it to come down into the demand down here, look at these exposed highs, wait for some sort of change of character, lower time frame liquidation, and you aim for it on the push back up. All right, and you're aiming for that. So coming back into here, same type of thing I was telling you is that like this just like, look at the way it moved up, but then look how sharp it declined with no kind of big pullback. So I knew that, like, I don't know, and especially with fundamentals backing it as well, it's pretty clean, you know. I mean, what could happen too also, maybe bounce off these MAs and continue higher, but oh yeah, reject, 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 reject. We have 2 seconds. 1, 2. Let's wait and see. We can continue higher. I'm gonna stay in. If it breaks the lows, I'll get out. We close right on the trend line still. Oh, come on, pump that. Pump it. Yeah. All right, guys. Right here, close all positions. We'll go to here. 1,000 made. Ooh. So still close out for 1,056 profit. So I'm hoping we don't just bounce from here and continue higher, but definitely was a good trade. Why the trendline strategy works for me and why it makes sense is you guys can see that we got in here for this whole impulse. We maintained above the trend line. Now that we're getting the closure below, it looks like we're potentially going to get a shift of trend, and it's going to come back down to break even anyways. So like, why would you want to continue to hold all the way back down to break even and lose all those profits? So it's just a way that I've developed to kind of be a little bit emotionless and kind of just follow a strategy to keep you in the trade and maximize your profits. Because if we would have maintained above it and continued higher, we'd still be in the trade. But guess what? We got out for $1,000 profit, and now look, price is dumping back down, where instead of being up 1,000, I'd probably be up maybe 500 now, right? So I just saved myself $500 just by following a strategy that I didn't even have to like think about. It was just a tool and something that I followed that's emotionless. That's a part of it. So that's why I do it, right? We had technical analysis backing us up pre-session, which was absolutely amazing that we wanted to get in already. We had, like I said, the correlation of the JPY basket breaking lows with GJ breaking highs. Perfect. as well as fundamentals, guys. Going back to the fundamentals, clearly having it show us that GBP was increasing in value, which is going to cause buys. So beautiful trade overall. Congrats to everyone who was here to hit it.